Hi, today I want to talk about job hunting when you're a minority. Discrimination still happens, unfortunately. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's very overt. Here are a couple of tips that I came up with that I wanted to share with you. Now, on your resume, you can decide I'm going to self-identify or not. Now, some two schools of thought on that. One group says, I'm going to self-identify, so if the employer calls me and they know I'm a member of this visible minority or this group and they've overlooked this and they want to see me anyway. Or I'm not going to say anything, let them call me in for an interview, and I'm going to wow them with my presence and they're going to overcome the fact that I'm from this visible minority group. It's a personal choice. The other thing is you can also seek out companies that have drawn a line in the sand and said we are diversity recruiting, a diversity company. So there are even contests on a yearly basis for the best diversity employers. You can also seek out a diversity recruitment firm. I've seen that. Firms that are specialized in minority hiring. You can also seek out a recruiter, an individual recruiter who is a member of a diverse group. So you would assume those people will not discriminate against you. Also, if you have foreign training, foreign education, consider rejigging or converting that on your resume. So make sure you know the lingo of the host country. If you have education, look for the equivalency in your host country. And if you're falling short of what is equivalent, consider taking courses to get up to par. Also, don't assume that everything that negative happens to you is because of your minority status. When I was a salesperson, I had a prospective employer ask me if I'd ever lost a deal based on the fact that I was a woman of color. I sat there for a couple seconds and reflected on the answer, gave him my answer, but what he really was looking for was how do I deal with adversity? How did I deal with his question? And how did I deal with it? I thought it was brilliant. Anyway, I ended up working for this gentleman. Ended up being a wonderful boss and is a friend today. He took a chance in asking that question because somebody else may have taken it the wrong way. Don't assume. If you need more religious holidays or accommodations, you should be upfront. Don't wait for that to happen once you're employed. I think once you get down to the fact where they're wanting to offer you the job, you should deal with that head on before it becomes a problem. You get employed and then I'm not going to give you those extra holidays or those extra, So be upfront. I don't think it'll save everybody some grief. And if you find yourself in a job where you are being discriminated against, you can always vote with your feet. Now, you don't have to put up with that. Or if you find yourself in an interview process where it becomes intrusive and they're asking you questions, illegal questions, you can vote with your feet. There are legal, you can go through the legal route if you are in a job and you're being discriminated against. But anyway, hopefully these tips will help you. And go in assuming that most people are good and just, and that should help you. I'm Don Williams from Sirius Personnel. I can be reached on LinkedIn and on Twitter. Happy selling.